So the next one, the next verse says, forget the endless materialistic pursuits and learn to accept whatever comes. A precious human life is gained this once. Do not let it slip through your fingers. I urge you, use it meaningfully. Apply it to the spiritual path. Okay? So the first two lines, forget the endless materialistic pursuits. That one we could talk about forever, almost. And learn to accept whatever comes. Let me talk about learning to accept whatever comes first, okay? Well, they belong together because our materialistic pursuits, we're always trying to get something. We want more, we want better, we want this, we want that. We want to change other people, we want to change the environment. You know, there's always a dissatisfaction and complaint in operation. And he's saying, I don't like that sound. Good example. And learn to accept whatever comes. So, learn to accept the sound. Okay, I feel in a way that building Chenrezig Hall is a process in learning to accept whatever comes. Because you make a plan for a building, and then, like I usually say, when you make a plan, now you know what isn't going to happen. And that has been so true for this building. Yeah. Because due to it being a commercial building, then it's costing much more than we originally anticipated. And every Monday we have an idea of what work they're going to do that week, and that's not what happens. And especially this week, we've been waiting for the fire marshal. He's supposed to come every day. Hasn't shown up, you know. And so, you know, at first I watched, and Venerable Tarpa and I would you know, get a little bit anxious, irritated, you know, crazy, because things weren't going the way we wanted. And, you know, because this building is taking at least 12 months, we've gotten lots of opportunity to practice. And so I think you can see a big change, you know, as time goes on. She's stretched much more than I am. I'm just kind of a background player. But with both of us, just, you know, learning to accept what happens. Okay, we thought the roof was going to be on by New Year's. This is June 13th, 14th. Still not finished. Okay. You know, or the roofers were going to show up and they didn't, or you know, somebody was going to come and do this and that and they didn't, or somebody who you didn't expect to come all of a sudden shows up and you have to, you know, rearrange everything so they can do their job. And so it's a very good practice in just accepting what is. Yeah. And I remember initially when many of you came to the Abbey to live, and we would have our stand-up meeting in the morning, and everybody would share what they were going to do during the day. And then people so often would express frustration because the day never turned out the way they thought, and they didn't get to do all the things on their list. And do you remember? Oh, people were so frustrated and angry, and why is everything changing? Why can't we do this? As if when you worked in your lay life, everything was predictable, you know. But anyway, you know, this there was nothing we could do. We couldn't control it. This is the way the day happened. And just to watch the community and the people in it over the years, as everybody's just kind of relaxed, you know. And it's like, okay, something new happened today that we didn't plan. Let's just turn our attention to it and do what we can. Yeah. And it's something that, you know, we have to often remind ourselves about, you know, don't freak out. Just, you know, take the next step and accept what's happening, and no need to go into judgment or annoyance or irritation. Yeah. But that itself is, I think, a major spiritual practice that comes about from living with other people and living in community, because you have a direct experience of impermanence. You know, and a direct experience of how what you think is not going to necessarily become reality, and how we just have to adjust, you know, with a loving, compassionate heart, you know, letting go of ignorance and our tendency to freak out. Yeah? So, you know, when the day comes and we're going to die, we're really going to need that ability, because I'm sure the day we die, none of us will plan on that being our death day, you know. And to be able at that time just to switch and, okay, here's this new situation, and let's slip into it and use my training and go with the flow, as they say. So tomorrow we'll talk about the one about forget the endless materialistic pursuits. So today go shopping all you want, and then tomorrow we can talk and you can return all the things.